Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Winner Circle podcast. I am your co-host, the Home Team King.
And you got D'Angelo Entertainment, man of all minis. We here episode 11.
Episode 11, baby.
Man.
Hey, look, we ain't setting up. It feel real good. I'm on live, so if y'all wonder why I got my phone, I'm not being rude. We on live right now, just doing a little test. I'm gonna set the phone down in a minute. Hey, real quick, we are powered by Tella Network. Okay, we had tons of shows, man. We had 7 now, so and counting. Much love to Tella Network. Shout out to Skills. All right. Hey, we are partnered by Nevea Hookah. I ain't even cracked my hookah open up. Hey, Kenny, you ain't cracked the hookah open yet? Hey, look, bro, we got to crack the hookah open. But hey, shout out to Nevea Hookah, the smoothest hookah this side of the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean. All right, straight up, man. And hey, look, home team, I got a guest. I got the Prince in the building. Hey, Kenny, real quick. He ain't want to get mic'd up, but he's just sitting there. Say what's up, man. It's my son's first time. Let's clap it up for him real quick, man. For showing love, getting out his comfort zone, you know what I mean? You know, me and him are very the same, but we're a little different, man.
Yeah.
You know, but he's a little quiet.
No time.
Anyway, let's get to the, man. You know what? I think D'Angelo Entertainment wants to get into the topics. What you think, man?
Let's get it. Let's kick it.
Get right to it, man.
Get right to it.
Oh, one more thing, real quick. We go more get into this. We have our first live show coming up. I will explain the details very, very soon.
Yes,
but I just want to know we are so happy about. Hey, let's clap up for that. Let's clap it up for that. All right. Shout out to everybody, man. Hey, listen, after episode 10, we're going on 11. And we're going to shoot 12 live. We'll tell you more about it.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
real quick, man. Listen, man. Before the Lord blesses you, all right, he don't stress you. The devil might stress you because he see he about to bless you. But see, the thing about it is sometimes when this happens, it's going to be a shift. It's going to be like a shift far as in your life.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's going to be in a good way, all right? Hey, some of us, you know, sometimes the Lord will sit us down sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, he'll isolate us. You know, I know, you know, we know people, hey, that's in prison right now. Sometimes it ain't. And, you know, it's good people locked up. It's good people. Some people are locked up right now for stuff they ain't even do. But the thing about it is, man, it's like some people we have to sit for whatever isolation reason. That isolation is the time you spend with the Lord. And he's doing that for a reason. What you think about just, you know, before, you know, the Lord bless you, you get a little stress towards you. You know, how do you feel about that?
I just feel as though that, you know, sometimes God sit us down for everything happen for a reason. You know, when things happen for a reason, I just believe God is working with you. He's with you. He's covering you at all times or whatever you got going on. So, you know, whatever you think something might not be able to, like, it's not working or why is it not doing this, is just because God is, you know, he's working. He had your back at all times. You know, so sometimes you might want things to pop off. You know, it's all on God's time. You know what I'm saying? You might have something might not go your way. Your day, let's say about your day goes on. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, I feel as though, like I said, God is working at all times. You know what I'm saying? What you got going on, man. For real.
I love it. Hey, hand me that phone real quick, Ken. Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. I wanted to kind of chime in just because it's a great topic. Actually, we have a tons of more, but I want to get in that. So, real quick, I apologize. Thank y'all for being patient, man. Really appreciate it. All right, look. Old things, people, and habits appear sometime to test you. They test your progression. I've been there. It's been times where things have been put in my path. You know what? Sometimes people, all right, so as y'all know, oh, shout out to my defenders. We're going back to the United Bowl, baby. We're going back. Coach Shannon Harris, you the real MVP. Yeah. Shout out to Coach Shannon Harris. You know, he was on the live from the field.
Shout out to DC or nothing.
Best fan sports show in the world. Are you coming with me June 13th to Audi Field? Yeah, I'm putting him on the spot.
Hey.
Because I didn't even ask him. I waited till he gonna get me out of this. Are you look, I'll let you sleep on. I'm gonna throw your life. I want you to sleep on. But I need you to come, bro.
I'm gonna be there.
All right, my man. A lot of my Commander fans, I watch the Commander fans. I know, man, the Commanders / Redskins put us through a topsy-turvy. Like we our blood pressure, everything. We going through everything, right? We on suicide watch, right? So for you to invest in another team, I know it's a lot, right? But yeah, it's the home team. And you know, if anybody gonna root, I'm gonna root. And I just try to bring awareness to the defenders. I really want you to go. My son gonna be there, 50 gonna be there. If y'all want to come.
Can I sit in the suite?
I'm gonna try to get the suite. I know we can go into the beer snake section. Now the suite, they didn't went up on the suites. So usually we get in with a $20, $18 ticket. They went up a little bit as the season went on, and now those tickets are like 40. Just the entry.
I need to be sitting in the suite, man. I need to experience that, bro. All these fields, man.
If I don't get, I tell you what,
I gotta be in the suite.
Actually, you know what? I tell you what, you definitely. We can get in the suites now. You got 2 suites. You got the field suites, but you got the ones up top.
I want to be where you at, bro.
You can sit with me.
I'm a guest. I never been to the fitness game, man.
But that's great though. But back to I won't get on topic. But real quick, so I don't hang around the same places. I'm at the stadium. Like if you want to catch me, I'm usually at the stadium, or like if I'm at an event, somebody booked me for an event. So I was at an event, Swamp Fest. But other than that, and from now on, it's definitely. It's services. I'm providing services when I pull up. So I'm not going to the club. I used to hang out on 8th Street a lot. I used to hang out on U Street a lot. I don't do that anymore just because of the environment. I pick and choose my battles, but sometimes I can't go around the same places. Hey, I got impulsive disorder, Greg. Excuse me, D'Angelo Entertainment. D'Angelo Entertainment. If I want to drink, I'm going to drink a lot of liquor. So I'm going to go up U Street and I'm going to turn into one of them. I'm going to turn into a zombie. I really don't want to do that. I don't think that's in my best interest, so I try to stay
It's funny you said that. I had one.
That makes sense.
It's funny you said that. I had a coworker that went on U Street, man, and he was like, man, I never go back to U Street again.
It ain't the same.
It ain't the same, but not even that.
He though actually, but I leave
got
early. I don't stay till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I leave at 12, 1 o'clock. I'm out.
Yeah, but real quick, he just got real. He never drank like that. He got real drunk. He said it was just something about U Street. They just a lot of bars and different things, and he just couldn't handle it, bro. And he said, "I'm never going back to U Street, bro."
Anyway,
I'm never going back.
Definitely. Shout out to you, bro. I don't know your name. Say his name real quick. But shout out to you can't say my bad. Hey, to that friend A, man. Hey, look, we got to change your places. Sometimes you got to change people. You got to love people from a distance. Anyway, that's great. All right. Hey, real quick, skills. I need you to pull up the definition of guile. 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 All right, because that's my next topic. I'm bringing this up, right, y'all, because I don't think a lot of people understand the word. I think some people don't even understand that you actually do this thing we call guile, and we don't even know it sometimes. And sometimes it's like you thinking it's for the greater good. We always got to get the jump on somebody, right? So the definition of guile, okay? Now, it is a noun that means insidious, cunning, crafty, deception, or sly trickery. It refers to the use of clever but dishonest methods to achieve a goal or manipulate others, all right? Key characteristics, deception, all right? That's the key thing. It goes beyond simple intelligence, specifically involving the intent to mislead or trick someone. Shrewdness. It involves using strategy, craftiness, and clever tactics to outsmart or gain an advantage over others. So the reason why I say that is because, a lot of times I've had that done to me, you know what I mean? And guess what? And shame on you. First time, shame on you. The second time, you let somebody do it after you find out about it. But I've had sometimes, somebody asked me a question. I was like, man, every time I'm around this person, they always want to get me drunk, man. When I'm at the games, when I'm doing that, I'm on my journalist, ish right now. So I can't really be. Hey, Chad, all my guys that's on the news. Shout out to y'all. Really look up to Chad. Shout out to him. Hey, he told me once. I was like, hey man, let's take it. We was at the rally. Like, hey, take a shot with me, Chad, just with me. Oh no, he said, oh, I'm okay. When I'm at home, when I'm chilling, my wine, I'm good, but I can't. And I respect that, man, because
Chad took a shot with me.
Chad, you lied to me, Chad. No, I'm kidding. He trumps it. No, I'm kidding. Shout out to that.
Yeah,
hey,
man,
if you took a shot with D'Angelo Entertainment, you shook a shot with home team. That's my brother, man, straight up. Hey, look, so, for you who are doing this word is in the Bible, actually. Can you pull up guile in the Bible, please? Give me a verse or something. We'll get a verse. Shout out to our Lord and Savior, right? Because we
Jesus Christ, amen.
Everybody here. God-fearing individuals.
Yes.
And, wow, man, I could go on. Anyway, let's get to this. So real quick, the word guile refers to deceit and craftiness. Now, it's in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. All right, John 1:47, Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him and saith of him, behold, an Israelite, indeed, in whom is no guile. Now, what that means is he has no in will, no intuition. And at that time, hey, Israelites, they It was a lot of guile going on. It was a lot of, treachery, a lot of stuff. So, he was saying, wow, like Jesus said, wow, like that's like I found someone. And he blessed Nathaniel for that. Hey, listen, Psalms, all right? 32:2, all right? Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. Okay. So, what that means is no trickery. And a lot of us, we do a lot of trickery to each other. Especially, man, all of us do, man. But like, especially, when you do it to someone that you love, and a lot of times it's a defense mechanism. Somebody did something to you, and you feel like you got to get the jump on it. But anyway, back to drinking. I was like, why this person always give me a drink? And the person said, do you ever think he just want to get you drunk and get you off your game? You ever think of that? I said, damn. I said, have you ever thought of that? I just want to get you off your fucking game. You understand what I'm saying? And that made so much sense. And I think that was the case. So, and in a way, so that's what I mean by guile. That's what I mean by just doing something to try to get the jump on somebody crafty, but throwing almost to the point where like throwing your bricks high to your hands. How do you feel about that? Because I know, I asked D'Angelo to tell you, but he was like, okay, wow, he was intrigued by it. And it's actually a great saying. Like it's a word that nobody ever uses. So how do you feel about all of that I just said? Like, how do you feel about that?
I think it's all about you having self-control too. Having a strong will of saying no. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to say no. Sometimes you got to understand yourself, because a lot of times is like, especially if I'm out or I'm doing something, I like to drink what I drink. You might got people that want to just like, I'm a whiskey guy, so I like to drink green tea shots. What are my favorite shots? I like to do if you have a drink, I'm a more of a whiskey sour guy. You know what I'm saying? And what it is, you'll have somebody that'll be like, hey man, take a shot with me, and that's to be tequila, whatever. But you have to understand, sometimes you got to learn to have self-control of yourself at all times. When you have self-control of yourself and you know who you are as a person, you know what I'm saying, you can go about managing that. So I feel as though those are the things within yourself you have to control. You can't worry about the next person. You know what I'm saying? You always have to worry about self-controlling yourself, who you are as a person. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna minimize this. Don't get stupid drunk, because I feel as though I've been seeing lately a lot of older people, and when I'm saying older people, I'm saying 35 and up, not controlling it, throwing up. They just leaving the stuff there without letting people know. Just acting stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel as though those things.
Control yourself.
Control yourself, man.
Remember that song? Express yourself. Yeah. Hey, control yourself. Anyway, no, I apologize.
Yeah, so I think those things. It just goes back to having self-control. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself together. You know what I'm saying?
And self-control meaning, and guess what? If you've done things like if you've done trickery or any deceit to a person just for a gain or just to sabotage, to hurt somebody, to it could have been a life or death. It could have been all kinds of situations. Guess what? Yeah. Pray on it and, move forward, because at the end of the day, hey, the Lord did die for us. No sin is above the blood. Just so you know. So, but if you are one of those people, and work on that, man, the same thing, like we all have done it. I've done things because I thought that was the right thing to do, but really it wasn't. I wasn't hurting nobody but myself. And guess what? The Lord see everything, and you're gonna have to answer everything we lead, everything we
watch
do.
You at all time.
No, he watches. Oh yeah, just like you got, the devil want to mimic God. So that's why it's all these cameras around. He see everything. It's all in control, right? Yeah. Oh, the Lord has eyes. Every single thing is jotted down, and you're gonna have to answer for every single thing. Me too. So don't judge people anyway, because you ain't got to answer for their stuff, by the way. And man, hey, pray, repent, whatever you got to do. But if you have any guile in your heart, man, I just wanted to break that down, and that's words to live by, man. All right, on the next topic, we spent a lot of time on guile, but I loved it. Greatness is greater. Excuse me, hold on. Greatness is greatness, all right? Excuse me, y'all. Greatness is greatness now. You can't deny greatness. Drewski was in town the other day, and a lot of people feel like, hey, could have been recognized. Now, we all know, if anybody know, I don't know how many people Drewski has got famous. Real quick, can you put on the computer, since we talk about it? How many people have got famous from Drewski? Real quick, we run out of time. But how many people have got famous from Drewski, man? I just want to know. But greatness is greatness. Guess what? If you go on Drewski, you're gonna see your greatness. All right. If you go on your Instagrams, people's gonna see your greatness. Sometimes you just gotta keep working. Because all the point I'm trying to make is, you don't need to get the jump on them and do any have guile in your heart, or do any deceptive trickery or anything to try to get the jump on somebody because you feel like you ain't. God gonna bless you. Your time is your time. That's all I'm saying. But Drewski, how many people? Okay, while Drewski hasn't officially launched any A-list musical career, Careers his wildly popular Could Have Been Records platform has made dozens of internet creators, dancers, and comedians locally, nationally recognizable. So, okay, that ain't bad. So, anyway, I just wanted to know.
Yeah, but let me chime in on that real quick.
Go
You know what I'm saying? I want to chime in. Like I said, with Drewski, man, he's hot right now. So I feel as though he did bring a lot of people up. Because you got to think about, if you go back to his old videos he has came a long way. You know what I'm saying? He showed his first check from Street Money Records. That's a famous record company in Atlanta. He made $50 off it, bro. He's worth millions of dollars now. So yes, I will agree that Drewski brought a lot of people up. If you don't know, he had $50 on his first check as a person. So yes, he has grown a lot of people. And you get on his platform, you going up.
Hey, shout out. Hey, D'Angelo Entertainment speaks by
Rags the richest, man. Rags the
richest story. Okay, shout out to Drewski, man. Shout out to Drewski. Hey, if you didn't already, make sure you hit that subscribe bell, all right? This show, the Winner Circle Podcast, all right, is sponsored by Nevaeh Hook, all right? We also are powered by Truth Teller Network, okay? Also, like I said, make sure you follow all the hosts. And don't forget to subscribe to the Winner Circle Podcast. Also, if you love sports, make sure you subscribe to the Live from the Field show. All right. Home team king, D'Angelo Entertainment, Winner Circle. Let's go.
Welcome. We back. Episode 11. You know what I'm saying? We just going to go ahead right into it, man. So today we're going to talk about life going to life, but God has the upper hand at all times. And when I just said that, I'm just saying that, you know, life gonna be life. We're gonna have our ups, we're gonna have our downs, but we gotta remember who the man above is, the one that control everything. He the one who died on the cross for us. He the one who sacrificed his life for us. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
I love that, man.
You know, and
I love your relationship. Like I love it. You know, and the thing about you, and I think about I rock with D'Angelo Entertainment. You know, you're not ashamed to show it. You know what I'm saying? Why you ashamed of the Lord? When you leave here, yeah. People like, why you was ashamed of me? Hey, depart from me. I don't know. You look, we're getting real biblical this episode. I think because you prayed, it was a great prayer today. I love it.
Yeah, it was a great prayer, man. We're just going to continue to go in that prayer and just move with God's movement. So, you know, with that also, I'm just going to talk about just keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Stay busy. You know what I'm saying? Always get up the same time. Always have some motion going on. You know what I'm saying? Have, continue to plan out your week. Continue to plan out your day. Just stay moving, stay active. And, you know, I would just say that, you know, one of the things that I always learn, and we all been in situations where we feel as though, man, things is not happening. Things is not moving. Things is not going the way I want to. But, you know, you got to just keep moving. Exercise. Go out here, you know what I'm saying? Take a walk around the block. You know what I'm saying? Put your earphones in. You know what I'm saying? Get your mind right, because always things going. What you think about that?
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, my shoot, man. We go through. I'm going through a little hiccup right now. But my main thing is, I put it with like
fix your mic.
With me, I put a lot of it in the Lord's hands. I say, you know, with things I can't control everything. You know, I put that burden, and it's hard too, because the burden is right here, right? And it's hard to, you know, it's the stuff y'all don't see. You know, a lot of times I know a lot of people that don't. Well, I don't believe in the Lord. I don't believe in God. I'm an atheist, whatever the case is. And it's because I can't see him. So sometimes it's not what you see. You know, it's what you don't see. And really, you can see the Lord all around. You see the sun. You see these birds. You know, you see these animals. They not clothed or not nothing, but they still manage to function and do everything right. Hey, we was just talking about that. Less is more. Guess what? These animals communicate all day long. You ain't even got to talk really. Your actions gonna speak. You understand? Your actions speak. So, you know what I mean? And also body language, also not letting people know sometimes, you know, pick and choose who, you know, because everybody ain't your friend. Everybody's not gonna have your best interest at heart. Some people use your kindness and your weakness, you know, to their advantage. So, you know, sometimes you gotta have, like, I have like my concierge. So we're about to get into the top 5 movies. One of them is a mafia movie, of course. But, you know, a consigliere, you know what I mean? My mama, my consigliere, and my dad, they really my consiglieres. And I also have another OG of mine that 2 of them really, you know, when I really don't, I need that counsel, man, because we all need counsel. And also I got D'Angelo Entertainment, you know, I got my producer. And sometimes I talk to my son, you know what I mean? And vice versa. So, you know, sometimes you always have to, lean on people, but don't show that weakness sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like almost like that thing when you fast and the Lord say, don't show on your face that you're fasting. Don't show the men that you don't look for sympathy. You know what I mean? Because this is something great. You're support this hungriness, you're getting closer to me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense. It should make sense, but I'm trying to use that as an analogy. Go ahead.
Yeah, also I was saying like sharing news, sharing news and don't sharing news and don't get the response that you thought you was gonna get. I had this situation with my mom where I shared some news and I broke the news with her about me having to I'm expanding my business. I'm expanding my business in Upper Marlboro, and I shared the news with her. She was one of the first people to know, and her response wasn't the response I got, and it kind of made me feel bad knowing that my mom is my backbone. But I felt a certain way about it. It kind of put me down for a couple of hours while I was at work because we talk early in the morning each and every morning. And I felt, I got a little down about because I didn't get the response from my mom, you know what I'm saying, that I expected to get. I expected my mom to be like, congratulations, son, like she always do, or this and that. She kind of went into negative mode, I feel like. And I did and I felt a little certain way about that. And we're not gonna go into details about it, but like I said, she was like, let's redo this day over. And I think sometimes during that moment, it's no redo. You know what I'm saying? There's no redo in life. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff.
Yeah,
I get that.
I couldn't redo it. So I kind of like blocked my mom in a way. And I kind of still feel bad about it because I shared some great news. And I feel like with me growing and my business growing, that sometimes you gotta just be aware of what you say to people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes my mom could have said we could talk about it later, but I didn't get the response I get. But sometimes I feel as though those situations, don't let those bring you down. Don't let those things keep on doing. Just keep on stepping on their neck, like my boy G always tell me. Keep stepping on their neck, G. Keep stepping on their neck. Keep popping your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, no, that's great. And my parent, I've had that happen too. Actually, my mother too. She's done things like that. And it's all about intentions, man. We talk about intentions. One of our name of our shows was intentions. I can't stress it enough. It's all about intentions. I know his mother. She is the sweetest lady. You the sweetest mom, you know that. But mom, she does. She has her opinion, and she will speak her mind. And she a boy mom, man. So she has a daughter too, but she knows, and she's a school teacher too. I think sometimes they don't really get it. Our older, we're in another generation. I think they think they hip, but they don't understand. Like I told my mom, I was like, hey man, I'm just gonna go ahead and rock and roll and do. Well, your main money maker is this and this. I'm like, I get that.
Yeah, some stuff we could just be talked about later.
Right, we can talk about it later. Like, guess what? I don't wanna get up and be in the traffic and go to work with all these people. Like I don't mind it. I gotta do it, but that ain't what I'm working towards. You told me get up and go to work every day, get as many jobs as you can, and that's how you survive, and that's how you make more money and save. It's not like that no more. Now you have to make intellectual property. You have to invest.
Yeah.
It's just different. Yeah. But they don't understand it. They just know work. Don't do it like with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to say, man, we going full throttle what I love to do. You know what I mean? I'm a gamble on myself and win. You tell that to a 60, 70-year-old, they've been working all their life, and then you got to realize they worked all their life. Who the hell is you, nigga? Yeah. You think you just going to skip the motherfucking program. Yeah. But that's why you got 19, 20-year-olds making more than their parents now. It's a different time. Yeah. It's totally different. It's an information time now. And one time it was an industrial time. You was industrial, you had an industrial business, so you knew how to middleman and make business, have somebody create farming equipment. Hey, if you can make the farming equipment for the farms, you make the money. That's how it was. If you can make an infrastructure, you make money. Before that, it was land. Yeah. But it's just different times. So they don't understand. They mean well, but sometimes y'all just let us do this new age. Like right now, my son 19, right? They can't raise him like that. Yeah. Like respectfully, and a lot of them are because the parents are whatever the case, but they can't raise them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they not hip enough yet. I'm right there. Yeah. Guess what? My nana couldn't really raise me like that, like she could. I got away with murder with my grandmother. Yeah. Like my little niece Peyton. Like she runs around like and do anything. She talked back to. I said, Mom, if I would have did that, you would have went upside my head with a pan. But it's a different time, man.
Yeah, different time. You know what I'm saying? And also, I just say, just stay on your Zoom. And when I say stay on your Zoom, that means, you know what I'm saying, get back to the original plan. Sometimes you might feel a little down, but also just stay on your Zoom. Get back to your plan. Get back to your gym. Continue to work hard. Continue to get up early in the morning to continue just to get and that's what goes about in this also staying in your zone. Block the noise. You got to block the outside noise that come about because sometimes talking to the right you think the right person is the right person might not be the right person. You know what I'm saying? So watch your friends that's around you. You got your surroundings.
Sometimes desperation. I mean, because
Yeah.
desperation to make you
Yeah.
think somebody your friend than that.
Yeah. So I just think those things are the things that people should know just to stay on your game. Make sure that you block the noise, stay on your Zoom. So continue to have your plan. Continue to work, go about your plan, what you got going on. So I just feel as though also um, I had this conversation. Everything is possible, bro. Everything is possible. And reason I said this because I mean I had one of my boys, shout out to Black Man Spy, clothing line man. He said, "Greg, we jumping on the PJ this year, bro." And if you all don't know what a PJ is a private jet. He said, "Man, we jumping on a private jet this year, bro." And you know what I'm saying? I'm bringing the whole team with me. That's always helped me continue to win it, man. So
Hey, the earth, our turf, we can do whatever. Hey, we live in abundance, man. Whatever we want, we got.
yeah,
Hey, and
man.
that's
So
that. You know what I mean?
I just feel as though those things right there should be able to, anything is possible. Because I never thought about hopping on the PJ. I always want to, but I never thought about that. And I think with everything going on, I think we're gonna be on that PJ as soon as we know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I could do coach, I could do first class, but man, if you want to go PJ, we can. Like we got, we can. Hey, look, I ain't that, but hey, but I think that's a great feat. No, I'm with that, and that's a great. Hey, listen, we reaching for the moon, man, and guess what? In a year, maybe two, we will be on them PJs. Cause look, the earth is our turf, and hey, it don't matter. Like I told D'Angelo and he feel the same way too. Like I don't care what's in my bank account. I still feel like I'm $1 billion brother. Still feel like I'm $1 billion. I am still who I am. I don't want to live my life thinking about my bank. Even if I got zero on my bank account, I got a life. People pay millions of dollars for appendix or millions for hearts and livers and stuff. But you here. So man, enjoy your life no matter what, man. And it ain't about the money, it's about relationships anyway.
And everything is possible. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that, things that you say or you might do that's not gonna happen. If you got an idea, you got a dream, it's gonna happen. You gotta continue to look in the mirror sometimes and tell yourself everything is possible. I can do this, I can do this, I can make this happen. Even if you think like how long it's gonna take, no matter how long it's gonna take, you're gonna make it happen. And then also, man, you know what I'm saying? I just been thinking about also of being around stars, man, lately, bro. You know what I'm saying? Building my relationship, being around stars, and be able to, like I said, I went from watching these NFL players that I have relationships with. I mean, I have these contact numbers. I'm talking to these people that really want to come to the Commander rallies to watch these players as as my favorite stars growing up, but also been able to, what I'm saying, hang around these guys, hanging around and dream. That's what say dreams go back to reality. Because again, these people right here are asking me to come to my event. I watch these guys growing up, you know what I'm saying, as my favorite players and just being able to network and see what I got going. And they're asking me like, hey, you know what I'm saying, when you gonna get me on the rally? When you gonna have me come to the rally? You know what I'm saying? And I just think the things I got going on and the all the God favors that he's been doing has been bringing me, like I said, bringing me.
You've been working hard, man. Like you're a vest. Like for one thing, it's always that, first impressions is the key to everything, every single thing. When you dating, business relationships, everything. And I think that first impression you did was amazing. And I think people just love that.
Yeah.
And stars, not even stars, because they just regular people as well.
Yeah.
But celebrities or people that are just far as just in a status, far as just they're on TV a lot or they do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like they appreciate your hospitality, they appreciate your professionalism, and you a brother sometimes too. A lot of them are brothers, and they love to see that, man. And everybody rally around you. You got a big support system around you. Me just getting to know you, really, really, truly getting to know you a lot. You got a bigger support system, maybe more than what you think. Sometimes we don't even know, but man, hey.
And like you said, for the people that's watching, man, just know that hard work beats talent. Hard work beats talent all day. You can be talented, but if you ain't this so talent, you know what I'm saying, continue to, work on your craft because hard work beats talent each and every day, bro. each and every day. And
Hey,
I think
come
that
outside, man. Stop being in the house. I get it. Y'all want to make content in the house. A lot of YouTubers, not all everybody on Instagram. But man, come out. I'm gonna tell you something. It changes the game for you. You know, y'all see us at the studio edition. Y'all see the Live from the Field show, my sports show, best fan sports show in the world. Hey, you see us in the Winner's Circle and our special edition, the new one. But like the reason why we can balance this because we go, and I just drop it. I'm gonna give y'all a Jew. They would never tell y'all this because they don't want you getting up on them. Oh, this person might pass me. No, go ahead, drop the Jew. Get out the house, go to the events. I'm at the game, live from the field. My show's called Live from. I gotta be outside, so get outside and really get out your comfort zone too. That makes a big stay. That it just moving forward. Get out your comfort zone. That helps as well, I think.
Yeah, get out your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Continue to build relationships, to be able to share that person post, man, and build. And like I said, man, we have a big community here in the Washington D.C. area, man. And you know what I'm saying? I think when we all come together, man, we doing something special.
Everybody know everybody, but it's big.
But we're able to, when we all come together, bro, we're winning, bro, as a team. Everybody's eating off the plate, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We don't stick together. Like, one thing about, like I said, I learned that, years ago, a lot of people, they stick together. We don't. And we were pit against each other, but it's strength in numbers and we are stronger together than apart. You know what I mean?
Hard work beat talent. Hard work beat talent. Remember that.
D'Angelo Entertainment. We here at the Winner's Circle. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comments. We on all platforms. You can't miss us. We drop every Wednesday. Y'all got to make sure y'all tune in. You know what I'm saying? We talk about a lot of good stuff on this show. And we global. We're around the world. Come on. You would knowledge yourself. You would get a lot of good life skills on this show. And we're gonna keep everything 1,000. Straight like that. Because that's what we doing. Balling.
What up? What up? We back. Episode 11, man. It's a blessing to be here with my brother, Home Team King. You know what I'm saying? Be able to be on this platform, man. Make sure y'all follow him at Live for the Field Show. Powered by True Tella Network. Sponsored by Neve Hookah, the smoothest hookah in the world. We're not going to even say city no more. We're going to say world. So, man, like I said, man, thank you all for tuning in. I'd like to thank all my new subscribers that we have. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. We on all platforms. I said 32 at first, but man, come to find out, we're more than 32. You know what I'm saying? Platforms. And man, it's just a blessing to be here with my brother, man. And be able to do this, man.
Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah.
I could go on and on. Those
we can go on and on. Hey, also let y'all know is, man, next Monday we're doing our first live show at OTI's in Upper Marlboro, right on Main Street. We get that information out to you soon. Also, we're gonna have an after party. It's a surprise after party.
And we want all the to show everybody, man. We really appreciate y'all. It's our first show. It's our first live show.
First live show, man. You know what I'm saying? $5 is for the ticket price. You know what I'm saying? $5 to get in for the live show. Come check us out. Come meet us. Come take some pictures. Come get some autographs. You know what I'm saying? And just be able to come out and vibe with us. You know what I'm saying? Come see us live in appearance. So
that could be a great date. You know what I'm saying? Bring you and your lady. $5 ticket.
And look,
but mainly, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, we just, we just can't wait for the event to start, and we can't wait to see, just because we see y'all on the numbers on YouTube and things like that, but really just to kind of see it. So it's different when you can actually put butts in seats. You know what I mean? And hey, shout out to that venue, and I can't wait. Go ahead, we can get to the next thing, man. We're gonna get back to that a little later, baby.
So what we're gonna talk about today? We're gonna talk about the FIFA Cup that coming up. I just wanted to go in an international lane. Because I feel like the international lane don't get kind of spoken a lot. Internationally, the FIFA Cup going to start June 11th. I believe that's a Thursday this week. I believe we have Canada, we have Mexico, and it's another. Hey, Skills, can you pull that up real quick? The FIFA Cup teams that will be participating in the FIFA Cup this week.
While we waiting, tell them about your boy though. Your boy. While we waiting on him to pull it, get him to pull it up. While you wait, your boy Drake. He loves Drake. You know what I mean? So hey, shout out to Drake. He just dropped a new album.
Shit, man.
He's international. D'Angelo Entertainment wanted to point out that not only is he done Super Bowls, he's done it nationwide. But you know my motto. We going global, we going international.
Man, shout out to OVO, man.
Hey, look, we going global because we can reach almost everybody. Real quick, do you want to run it down?
So the team. So we have 48 divide 48 teams divided into 12 groups. That's going to be participating in the FIFA Cup. Starting on Thursday, June 11th. We have Africa, the Africa countries. We have Africa. We have Asia, and we have Europe, and we got the North Central America and Caribbeans, and also we have the Oceania, and we have the South American. We have all those different continents with those different countries.
Go back to it real quick. Let them know the USA is in group, I believe. Yep, they're in group D. Come
They're in
down a
Group
little
D,
bit.
yeah,
You know, of course, we
so-
did with Panama, Mexico, Haiti.
Yes.
Yep, Canada, North Central America, and Caribbean.
And you know who I'm rocking with?
Yeah.
I'm rocking with USA, baby. All day, baby. You know what I'm saying? USA. So I also they do have a soundtrack that's coming out this week also. Like I said, man, we got Future on there, we got I Show Speed on there. Like I said, man, from what I've heard, man, Drake is doing a performance at the FIFA Cup, and I think that's huge for the international country. So shout out to the FIFA Cup, you know what I'm saying, having all those different type of countries and things like that. And I think for us USA and us Americans, man, we just need to kind of explore those things and be able to tune in and support those. The FIFA Cup, something different, soccer, man. You know what I'm saying? Soccer is a big thing for a lot of people. I know my coworker, I got a couple Hispanics and they love soccer, bro. And soccer is huge.
Soccer is huge in the United States, but definitely that's the number one sport in the world right now. You know, soccer.
That's the regional football, they say. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you go to a foreign person to Tella or anybody from England or anywhere from, anywhere in Europe and say football. Oh, American football?
Yeah.
They're going to say American football. So, hey, I never, they came to D.C. as well, and they've been to, Northwest Stadium. I know they, and DCU, not well, Audi. So, yeah, like I got to catch one of those games most definitely. Hey, if you're going to a soccer game, you know what I mean? You know some of y'all. I know who y'all are. I've never been to that. Well, you know what I mean? I would love to go to one, but anyway, man. But we got to get to a soccer game. But FIFA Cup, y'all. Drake will be performing. That's great. Hey, since we talk about sports, NBA Finals.
NBA Finals on, man. NBA Finals is going on, man.
It's going on right now. While
Knicks up 2-0, man.
let's see what's
New York
saying.
is going
Actually,
crazy.
hey, Skills, real quick, pull up the score right now. We can pull it up real quick. It was real time. We're gonna pull it up, and I'm gonna give a prediction to who we think who's gonna win. The Knicks went into San Antonio and won 2 games. All right, they're up 2-0. Madison Square Garden for Game 3.
I'm still going with the Spurs, bro. I think the Spurs. I'm still going with the Spurs, man. I'm going with Wemby, bro. I'm going with Wemby, and like I said, no, I love New York, man, but I'm going with the.
Oh, the Spurs are up now, 82-8.
Let's go,
82. New York Knicks. All right. They're 0-2 right now, and they're 2-0. The Knicks and
let's go.
And they're in New York. So I heard that conversation you had too, D'Angelo and Tammy. Your man told you Wemby ain't gonna miss that shot again. So he said, go with Wemby. You know what I mean?
He said, shout out to my
is a
boy
freak of
Wemby.
nature.
He said, Wemby get that shot again. He ain't missing, bro. I think the Spurs gonna put it off.
Missed a shot the other night, y'all, to and New York slipped that.
Yeah.
They didn't slip on the banana peel. The Spurs slipped on the banana peel because Wemby should have made that shot. But I agree. I do agree with your boy. But I want to see New York bring a championship. If they win tonight and they win tomorrow, this is gonna be the first time since the '70s. Well, and then not only that, you know how big it is when a team wins in the NBA Finals and they're at home that last game, and it's just like for the fans. It's cool even if they on the road, but it's something special. And this is Madison Square Garden, y'all. And they tearing the city apart. Shout out to the New York Knicks. I'm an East Coast dude. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm going with the New York Knicks. Hey, shout out to the Knicks because I remember Patrick Ewing, Georgetown dude, all them got back with Oakley and all those dudes. So I could we got into some of the favorite Knicks players. I want to know some of your favorite Knicks players, but you're going Spurs and what? Because right now it's 2-0 Knicks. Spurs.
I like Spurs because I like I said, I became a big Wemby fan. You know what I'm saying? And just because of I didn't expect him to progress this early in the game. You know what I'm saying? The guy, and first of all, a lot of people don't know. And let me remind some people, Wemby missed a lot of time last year because of his injury. So we really didn't see what he's about until this year. Now I really see why he's the #1 overall pick. Bruh, you 7-something foot. I mean, he played point guard growing up. Played point guard growing up.
He can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, whatever he want to play. Like the dude is a freak of nature, man. And yeah, man. So but when you game, all right, I got the Knicks.
I got the Spurs.
All right, I can switch it up.
I got the Spurs.
I got the no, but in game. All right, you got the Spurs, and I mean, you got the game Spurs in 6. You got the game Spurs in 7.
I got the Spurs in 7.
You got the Spurs in 7.
I got the Spurs in 7. I think they're gonna tie it up and they're gonna win back in New York again, and then they're gonna go to San Antonio and end it. I think they're gonna win the next few games, bro.
I'm gonna say we're gonna see. I'm gonna say New York in 6, and I'm gonna tell you because if they win tonight. They might.
Oh, it's over.
I want to. New York fans, they mad at me right now. They saying they going to sweep in the fight, and that's another thing. A sweep. The last day they have never swept anybody. I don't think when they won a chip in the 70s they swept that team. We could look it up, but they don't even. I know they did. But this is great for the New York Knicks. Shout out to New York, man. All right. So I took the time out for this segment. Well, not this segment. This topic because I want the people to get to know us a little bit more. So I'm a movie buff. Low-key D'Angelo Entertainment, I think he's a movie buff. Who don't love movies, you know what I mean?
I love movies. I just like certain movies. I'm not a real big movie, but it's something I really want to see. I like to go to theaters, man, and really, you know what I'm saying, get that experience, man, and really check it out. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind watching it, but I'm not a big person that would just sit home and watch movies all day.
And, you know, we don't got to. I wish,
to see.
You know, I had the other day, I sat and watched. I thought, I was getting caught up on Raising Kanan because I missed the last 2 episodes. Raising Kanan coming out. I don't know if y'all love that show from Stars. 50, it's an offshoot of Power, and it's basically 50s grow up, and I think it's the best one. It's better than Power. It's the best one out right between Force and I think the book Power book 2, book 3. But anyway, I actually enjoyed it because I had a chance to sit down and watch. But guess what happened? Something happened. I think my phone, somebody had to do something, and it messed up my piece. So I missed that, man. One day, and we working so hard, D'Angelo. One day we're gonna sit back and watch our grandkids run around. We're gonna watch movies and shit. But until then, we gotta work. But I want y'all to get to know us. Do you want me to start? Or do you want to start? I kind of gave you the jump on it. Top 5. You want to start with your top 5? You want me to take my top 5?
Now go ahead and kick your top 5. I wrote mine down in my phone.
So okay, I got it real quick. So top 5. This ain't even no particular order. All right. Let me say this one. Number 1, if you know me and really know me, you know what my favorite movie is. All right, one of them. Well, and we're going to put it in the top 5. Not Bruce Lee, but Bruce Leroy, The Last Dragon. Bruce Leroy.
I told you it was going to happen.
Catching bullets with his teeth. I lost the bet, that's why I don't gamble. Catching bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please. I always wanted to do that. All right, that's one up real quick, all right? The second one. Hey, bro. New Jack City. I know. I'm a little hood. New Jack City. For the love of money, nigga will kill. I hit the mic for it, bro. They gonna kill me, man. I'm gonna learn one day. Don't touch the mic. But listen, New Jack City. Wesley Snipes played the hell out of that role. Ice-T was crazy. At the time, Ice-T was gangster, and then he was a cop. So y'all don't even understand. This was the 90s. I actually snuck out to watch this movie. I wasn't supposed to watch it. I was like, I don't know how old I was. I was young. I wasn't supposed to watch it. Anyway, I watched that movie when it first came out. Also, my third movie, House Party. Hey, look, let's just say House Party 1, 2.
That's a good one, man.
House Party. You love?
I love House Party.
I don't know if my favorite was part 1 or 2. I don't know. Which one of you was your favorite? 1 or 2? 3 was tight too.
I think 2 is my favorite one. I like 2.
The Pajama Jammy Jam.
Yeah. That was one of my favorites.
Hey, that Pajama Jammy Jam was the bomb when they turned the cafeteria out into a club. And I don't know if you remember, Kid was working in the chow hall, and Mr. Drop Brown or whatever his name is. Anyway, it was a great movie, man. Hey, play with my man Kid Money, and messed his money up for Costco. He had to hustle and all that. It was crazy. Part 1 was crazy because Robin Hurst was in there. That was great. All right. That's my number 3. Okay. Next up, I'm gonna have to say Godfather. All right, Godfather. This is a movie I can't believe. I can watch that movie. I always got to do something and break it, but I can watch the whole movie. I can watch the whole movie. I actually know most of the movie by heart, man. It's just a real good. I see the time. It's just a real good movie, man. And anyway, let's stop. Anyway, Godfather. All right. And last but not least. All right, hold on. Well, you know what? Let's just do it this. Godfather 1 and 2. Those are my favorite movies. All right, right now of all time, man. And D'Angelo Entertainment. I think it should go right now.
Top 5 movies. Let's start off with one. My first one is Don't Be a Man in South Central. That's my top movie. Second movie, we're gonna go with Friday. Like I said, the first Friday with Craig and
That's an honorable mention.
with
That's
Craig and Smokey. Third one is Training Day. Denzel Washington. We're gonna come running back with another Denzel, John Q. John Q is one of my top movies.
You like
Very
John
emotional.
Q?
I love John Q. And I would say my last one is Belly. Nas and DMX. Those are my top 5 movies.
2 of those are my honorable mention. I do love those.
Yeah, I love those. So those are my top 5 movies I can watch over and over. And also, by the way, I forgot one more movie. And that was really my top movie. I couldn't think about it, but it's Paid in Full. Paid in Full is one of my top movies, man. Paid in Full, man. So those are my top 5, 6. I had to sneak that one in there.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, real quick, again, I can't, I'm so happy. I'm so proud of us just as a unit. Our first live show is this upcoming Monday, okay?
June 15th.
June 15th. And this is amazing.
5:30 sharp.
This is episode 11 here. This is our 12th episode. This is our goal was to at least by 20 get on, a live, not on get on a live, but be somewhere live.
Yeah.
Our fans can actually touch us. It's amazing when you can see us on TV and you can kind of see us in public as well. So hopefully we'll have a reoccurring spot, almost like how D'Angelo Entertainment has his Nevaeh hookah and certain hookah. That's we want a residency somewhere. And I think it's a great experience. And y'all see the whole crew. It's amazing. And it's a lights, camera, action. It's like a movie. Y'all gonna love it.
Yeah, so if y'all don't know, like I said, we at La Cause 6 days a week. I'm expanding my...
Hey, if you didn't already, make sure you hit that subscribe bell, all right? This show, the Winner Circle Podcast, all right, is sponsored by Nevaeh hookah, all right? We also are powered by Truth Tella Network, okay?
What up? Episode 11, man. I wanted to thank all our new subscribers. I wanted to thank the people that's been rocking with us since day one, since episode 1, that's keeping up with us, giving us their feedback and letting us know how we doing. And I just want to say we thank you all. It won't be possible if we didn't have you all. And I just want to say I want to come on and say thank you. Really do. But hey, let's get right into it.
Hey, we appreciate y'all so much. Hey,
sorry,
listen, man. Shout out to the subscribers. Hey, we want to get y'all in the YouTube community too. We will answer questions. All right. Shout out to DJ Woody. Okay. One of our biggest. We always give a shout out to DJ Woody. We definitely gonna have it. The Commander. And I'm getting my shirt. Woody, I know. Greg always trying one up. He got mine. He got his first. Matter of fact, you might got some cool ones. And guess what? You might have another one. I got actually.
Hey, we're gonna have Goody to come out there on Monday and bring the shirts out there.
Yeah, cool, perfect. I can get mine. I want mine. I definitely want
mine. Hey, it's Goody. Make sure you pull up with the shirts. We're gonna let you share the information. I know you're gonna pop out, support us.
He gotta come to the live show. He got.
Yeah. So my topic I wanted to talk about today also is do women or men pray over your mental health?
Pray is it pray P-R-E-Y or P-R-A-Y?
P-R-A-Y. Okay. Do they pray over your mental health? And reason I say that is because, your partner, it could be a close friend. Do they pray for you, you know what I'm saying, when you out here in the real world? You know what I'm saying? Do they pray for you when you leave the house? Do they pray for you while you out here in the streets really grinding? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's really important. And if you don't, how are you praying for this person? Or how are you keeping your partner up to good standards? As far as when I say good standards, is like you keeping them aboard, and do you pray over your partner? You know what I'm saying? I feel as though, how do you do that? Or a good friend or anybody, pray over us while we do the show. You know what I'm saying? Do you pray over us?
No, that's great, man. I appreciate it. Look, I definitely pray for all of y'all, man. I said a little prayer to y'all, send a little prayer for y'all right now. But I think in a relationship, you have to, me personally, he asked me a while ago, do I want to get married? I do want to get married, but I want to be even.
I hear that.
That person.
You gave us an answer.
No. I
gave us an answer.
I do. I want, not right this second, but I want to be evenly yoked with my partner, and we have to have one thing for sure. I really think, especially when we get married, we have to have the Lord in our life. Now, it is said, and God might even reprimand you for that when you got an answer for. Say, hey, just because she's not a believer or he is not a believer now, guess what? if you still can be with that person. You know, hey, if you Muslim and someone's Christian, that don't mean you can't be with that person. You know what I mean? That really don't. And I know that sounds so crazy. That's very rare. And actually, I've seen it happen. But 9 times then somebody's gonna, you know what I mean? If it's the man, 9 times then the woman gonna go with the man. But I think you have to have, regardless of your religion, you know, it's only one to me, but that's not a whole other story. But you have to have God in your life, and you should always pray for people. A lot of times we get selfish a lot. Sometimes like, be like with me, like dealing with our problem. Sometimes I gotta catch myself, like, hold on, man. Like, you know, so a lot of times we don't. That's how you get your blessings. You know what I mean? Pray for your enemies. I pray for my enemies all the time. Hey, Lord, keep my enemies away from me and keep me away from my enemies, because I don't know what we're going to do to each other. And I think that's best. And it's been like that. A lot of times I've been protected. I remember, shout out to my neighborhood from Capitol Heights, and they'll tell you, you know, we lived on the bottom on one side, and then they lived, you know, another, you know, group lived on the other, and where everybody was cool at one time, but it got to the point where there's a little friction. And, you know, I see these people now, and it's like, we would never think that we could be, you know, but we talk, we like, and that shit was crazy. We don't even bring it up. You understand what I'm saying? And they know who they is, and my people know it. But the point I'm trying to make is, you know, we all grow. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with praying. Now I seen one of my good friends the other day, Thomas. Shout out to Thomas. And I said, man, look at us now. Man, we was at each other's throat. Look at us now, bro. Like, it is so crazy. And time heals wounds. And when you're young, you're not doing the same shit. They ain't doing the same, you know, the same stuff. You're not really tripping. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of pride definitely gets to the side. As men now, we have pride, but I think you should pray not only for others, but pray for your enemies, but definitely pray for your significant other. Y'all should have God in your life before you really make a pact with somebody. Guess what? God, see, when you're not around, God is keeping you accountable. If you really fear God, because you're supposed to fear the Lord anyway. Hey, when your girl ain't around, if she fears the Lord, guess what? You ain't got to work, because I might not see you. My partner ain't gonna see me, but I'm being watched right now. And I had a pact with God. So that's why so your fiance, that especially when y'all jump that, bro, it's a pact. Yeah. It's a pact. Yeah. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, when you put that bond with God, the Lord is different. It's different. And if you break it, hey, it's a whole nother ballgame. So take that marriage. We need to take marriage seriously. And if we had the Lord in our life, we wouldn't have as many divorces. We already put up divorces. We already put up. It's a shame. It shouldn't be like this. Anyway, I won't rant. Boy,
let me reverse that back on you real quick, man. So if you are in a relationship with a woman, how does that look for you praying for your partner? How does that look?
What do you mean if you're in a relationship with her? If she doesn't pray for you or you pray for her? What I don't
like. How does that look when you praying for your partner? How does that look?
So let me tell you something. So I had one of my females. Not one of my females. She's actually a good friend of mine. And everybody that know me know I was in a little bit of a long relationship. And one day I was praying. We was going through what we was going through. I said, you know, I'm about to go to work. I don't want to be in a bad emotional bad energy. So I prayed. So she was going back and forth. She brought back and saw me. I was on my knees. When I pray, I get on my knees. Even when I say, like before, like I say my grace, I get on my knees. Well, when I'm praying by myself, you know what I mean? I'll get on my knees, and it's just for me. That's just my respect to the Lord, because I'm flawed like a mug. You know what I mean? So I try to give that respect even when I'm about to eat. So, you know, I was on my knees praying, and she was like, "What are you, Muslim?" Now, she knows me very, very well. She knows she knows, you know what I mean? I said, "Why you say that?" "Well, because you're on your knees. Only Muslims pray on their knees."
Yeah. That's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's not true.
I'm sorry to say that, but
I never heard that one before.
But no, it is true. This is a fact. This really happened. And, you know, the point I'm trying to make is, you know, I knew, and I asked my mom, I was like, man, she's an atheist. She don't believe in the Lord. So is that good? Like, well, this is the thing. It says in the Bible that just because, even if your partner is not in your faith, you still don't quit them because of that, because you could be the reason why your attitude, your actions, the way you speak, they could be going all crazy, going 50 going north, but they see your actions, you going to church. My mother went to church. It got to a point she made us go to church, and my dad, and then one day my dad was like, "Hey, I'm not going every day." He ain't go. Guess what? Guess what? Well, Dad ain't go. Well, Pops ain't go in. All right, I'm gone. And she just it got to the point, okay, we ain't got to go now. Like, she know now. We got, you know what I mean? And it's about 4 or 5 years ago past, you know what I mean? My dad started going to church with my mama. It's a fact. My dad, now, did he go to, I don't think he went in a while, but he started going with her. But the point I'm trying to make, and I see a change in my dad. I see it changing my dad. He prays more. He has a more of a relationship with the Lord, I think, and it's because of Mom Dukes.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. You can Muslims. It's in the Quran too. They say, hey, don't just because a person. I forgot they don't say a Gentile. I'm thinking about our Bible, but you know, just because you're a non-believer, that doesn't mean you quit that person because you could be bringing that person to so-called person practices. I would say Allah. You know what I mean? I'm going to say the Lord. You know, it's only one to me. But the point I'm trying to make is just because somebody is not in that faith, that don't mean, you know, that you leave them, you know. But it does say be evenly yoked. So it's like is that crazy? Because it say be evenly yoked, but, you know, don't shade upon somebody who's not a believer, who might, you know, not believe in the same thing you believe in. You know what I mean? Is that making it difficult? Yeah, it will. But guess what? You got to put that work in. So I don't know how you feel about this. It's a balance.
Yeah, it's a balance. It's all about, like, everybody have different types of relationship, because I think for me is growing up, like I think that with my parents, we all did things as a family. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why I'm so family oriented in a lot of things, because my mom didn't want to do things without her kids and her husband. You know what I'm saying? My dad. And I think that's what brings me about with wanting to do things and be together as a team, and to be able to do things collectively, because I believe in family. And you know what I'm saying? That's just like with my family, my kids and my fiance, that, you know, I like to do things a lot. Like, I don't like to leave her a lot on trips, because even when I do fellas trips, I always have a plan in place of a family trip. You know what I'm saying? I think memories, man, we only got one life to live. We only live here on earth one time. And I think those things are important to be able to have your family together to do things, because when family come together, anything is unstoppable, whatever you do. And I just think, you know, when people admire also when you do things with your family, and it's not just because people admire. I think it's just all within yourself, because people have different types of relationship. Like with your mom, you just said your mom going to church without your dad, and your dad wasn't really a church guy. So, you know, I think that goes a long way. It's just how people move. And I think your mom, with her going to church, withheld, um, kept the household at a high. You know what I'm saying? With prayer and
The
things like
house is
that.
blessed to this day.
Yeah,
'cause
this
of her,
is
you know
blessed to
what I
this
mean?
day, man. You
And
know,
she changed me a lot. I get
yeah,
to talking to her. She be like, where does this come from? It gotta be from above. So it's
yeah,
like, no, that's great. And like I said, just because, you know, hey, sometimes you gotta go out your way. Do you know how good that would be if you bless somebody and they found the Lord and they just like, wow, like I really appreciate, like you saved a life, and that's really what the Lord wants you to do. So that's great. But yeah, man, I love it. I
yeah.
love it.
And then also, I just feel as though we, you know, when I say that we look at how does that look, also for us men, man, I think we also need to take time out and pray for our significant others also while they leave the house. And you know what I'm saying? People just getting to work safely. You know what I'm saying? Telling people, you know, I love you. I tell a lot of my friends, man, I love them. I appreciate you, man. I'm glad we able to, like, I had my class reunion this year, man. It was great to see 20 years of being out of high school. Everybody's looking wealthy. Everybody's looking good. Everybody got something going on. And then, man, you know how we was able to come together from 20 years later. And not everybody came, but a lot of people came. And we were just good to be able to share, and just good to see everybody. But that goes to having a family, you know what I'm saying? Being family oriented. And I think that brought my class 2006 class reunion together and made it stronger, because now we're already planning next 5 years to do a cruise
Shout
for
out
our
to
next
y'all.
yeah, shout out to Central High School.
All them years, y'all still tight like glue. That's tight, man. That's tight. Hey, I seen a family. Well, they were Caucasian, but I also saw a Spanish couple as well. But the last time I was in like a regular. Actually, I was in the
Skills, why the
Safari.
time stop?
Time stop skills. It was at the Safari, and I saw a whole family. She had actually a baby in her stomach. She was pregnant. They had two sons and a daughter, and they all were actually sitting at the family eating. And
Yeah,
I was looking at that. I was like, I don't see that a lot in our black households. You know what I mean? Even when I go sometimes, like when I go to my mom eat Sunday dinner, like we all eat, but I'll go ahead, like I'll eat in here. I'll eat like it's like we want to give each other space to eat. Like what are we doing? Like no, like
yeah,
sit together and be a fan. So it's like, and even Thanksgiving sometimes it'd be like people be here, so like people be here. Like it's not like, you know. I just think that's kind of, you know. I think it's from back in the day, like even from the, shoot, we talking like Stone Age times. Like I think that's how fellowship was going on. everybody would sit down and have a feast, to have a meal. We don't do it like that. And times are changing, and you know, I think that, like, I would love to have a dinner, a feast for us. Like, everybody, our supporters, everybody just have a feast. Like, it just sit there, everybody eat at the table. Like, you know what I mean? That's like old family tradition. We missing that, man. It's a different time, but I miss that, man. I miss the old, like, I remember, and man, you back in the 80s and the 90s, you would easily see a family at McDonald's sitting down, everybody. You still see it sometimes.
That was like a treat back in the day. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's was a treat.
Shakey's, your Pizza Hut that you loved when they used to have, you know what I mean? Shakey's was my favorite, but Pizza Hut too. So, but I miss the family. I think we got to bring it. Even with me, like, sometimes I be so wrapped up with what I'm doing. Sometimes I got to sit back, have time with my family. I miss my cousin Paul's birthday this week, and I apologize for that, Paul. I love you. I missed the event, but yeah, man, like, just we gotta have family. Guess when you're in that hospital bed, all your friends and everybody, you think they're gonna be, no. Guess who's gonna be there? Your family most of the time. And sometimes, you know, take advantage of the family you do, because everybody ain't got family. You know what I mean? We got some people that's lost their parents, their moms. You know what I mean? So if you have them, you need to be blessed and pray for them and tell them you love them, because we ain't promised to you. Our kids ain't promised to you. I tell my son, I had to tell him that the other day, like, I ain't promised you. You ain't. I gotta tell you, because it might be that day. You know what I mean? You never know. So, yeah, you're going to regret it, man. Have you lost someone and you wish you could say more stuff to them? You know what I mean? That's like the same thing with me. Like, shout out to my best friend, Mike West. Shout out to Caddy Mike the Don. You know, Capitol Heights legend, man. And we call him Caddy because he used to love Cadillacs, dips and bows and all that. He was young, but he acted like he was old. But, man, when I lost him, man, you know, when I got that call, and I spent a lot of time. I was spending a lot of time when I used to go to his house. He got paralyzed. He got shot within about, about 12, 13 years after he actually passed away. He didn't succumb. Well, he kind of succumbed through those wounds from back then, but he was bedridden all the time. He was paralytic. And, you know, we couldn't do a lot of the things we wanted to do. And, man, like, not only when he got shot, like, I was like, Dad, we used to talk about all the stuff we wanted to do, and now we can't do it. We was like, nah, we can still do it, bro. We still gonna figure out how to do it. And, you know, as time went on, I think he just fought enough for his daughter. When he got shot, his daughter was an infant. And I think she got all the way grown to the point where she definitely knew her dad. He made sure she knew. He made sure, you know, and his mother too, everybody. Shout out to Jiz. Shout out to everybody. Abel. Shout out to everybody. Balboa Avenue, Capitol Heights, man. Much, much love to y'all. And rest in peace, Caddy the Don, man. Love you, bro. And I did have a lot. You knew I loved you. And you knew a lot of stuff. We had our time, but still some stuff I wish. I still wish I had you right now. Anyway, I'm gonna get
but we also, like I said, we also gotta, you know, also go back into getting back to praying for one another. You know what I'm saying? Getting back to loving one another. Be able to hug somebody, you know what I'm saying? Hug your son, hug your kids, tell them you love them. You know, we all go through tough times in life, man, but that goes back to my topic I wanted to share to you all today. Life gonna be life, but God helps us to keep us keeps the upper hand, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel as though everybody make sure you'll keep God in your life, be able to, you know what I'm saying, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Be able to keep going with your plan, keep going with your life, smile. I don't see a lot of people smiling so much. I want to see some more people smile. Also show respect, say thank you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel as though that goes a long way, because I try to make sure that a lot of times is I say thank you to a lot of people. And I want to also thank the people that's in my life, man, and how I'm able to make an impact. Because a lot of people say, man, Greg, you got this thing going, man. And I think it's just because I have God in my life. And I believe in him, and I believe he's the one that can put the battery in your back, and he's the one that's going to keep you going. So if y'all ever feeling down, y'all ever you feel as though, you know, man, I don't know, it's hard out here, this and that. Man, God had it harder for us back in his day. That's why he died for us on the cross. So today's topic is, make sure y'all remember that. Life's going to be life, but God keeps the upper hand in life. Man, what's your quote for today, man?
Oh, shoot, man. My quote, hey, look, stay true to thine self. All right, do you know what I mean by that? Stay true to thine self. Hey, we don't have time, but it's okay. Hey, listen, this show is powered by Truth Tella Network, sponsored by Nevaeh Hookah, all right? Hey, make sure you subscribe to the Winner Circle podcast, okay? Hey, follow the show on Instagram, all right? Follow the host, D'Angelo Entertainment, the Home Team King, Nevaeh Hookah, Genius King, Home Team Radio. Shout out to Skills. Make sure you follow Skills, Young Truth Teller, okay? Shout out to my son, for sure. He been on the phone the whole joint, but it's all good, man. Much, much love, and Hey, look, man, we signing out unless D'Angelo else entertain
Hey.
something else to say. Let's go.
Live show Monday. Yeah,
We live first one ever.
man.
It's up.
Showtime.